Mic check. All right, gotta make sure everything works. Y'all want to hit that Zoom? Y'all want to get in the link? Y'all want to get in? Y'all want to get in the video? Be a part of the chat? Hit that Zoom link. I'm putting in the comments. All right. So I'm gonna start out by giving my take on this shit. It's plain and simple. That nigga Scarface is scandalous. Get my camera right. All right. Hey, bro. Scarface scandalous. I don't care how y'all try to spin it, how y'all try to run. Oh shit. Oh, I'm on the right page. All right. All right, bro. So before we start this, bro, you know anything about this Scarface shit? You don't know nothing? You don't know what's going down? All right. All right, y'all. I'm putting this Zoom link in the comments. Y'all can hop in, pop in, you know what I'm saying? Watch the shit. Watch it with us. Get your take on it, Smokes. Shut up, nigga. You talking on camera, bro. You on camera now, bro. It's like this DoorDash 2.0. All right, y'all. Hold on. I'm placing this link in here. All right, y'all. Go. There go the link right there. All right, there go the link. We about to watch this video real quick.
I told you to do the fucking show. I told you I couldn't do it. You didn't say you couldn't do it. You said you wouldn't do it. Okay.
I couldn't.
That's a difference.
Okay, wouldn't do it.
That's a difference.
But you did it.
Come on, bro. You really
It's
try.
the same
That's a
thing.
false equivalency, bro. Come
Okay,
on, man.
all
You
right,
know that.
all right, all
you
right.
ain't stupid. You know this shit, Brad.
I can't say that it's.
Come
I
on,
can't
man.
say it's
You
a
know
false
that, bro.
equivalent. It's the same fucking thing.
Come on, man. You know that's
If
not.
if Face
you
ain't
was
going,
given
if
a,
Willie ain't gonna
you
do
was
it, I ain't
given a
gonna do
choice,
it.
bro.
If Face say he ain't gonna, I ain't gonna do it.
But you know what you could have done
Nah.
if you felt some kind of way about me
Yeah, you
doing it
coulda
because
did
you
the
didn't
same
want to do it.
thing.
You know what you could have done? You could have voiced your opinion and say, Will, I don't think you should fuck with it in the name of the brand. I don't think you should do it. So I'm saying, if we're going to be on the same page, we ghetto boys. If we ghetto boys, it's ghetto boys. You know, like, yeah, you got your own shit going in your own right. In your own right. You did a great job for yourself as a solo artist. You
Willie,
did a great
job
but,
too,
but
man.
listen to what I'm saying. But everyone's saying, like, you did your shit, I did my shit. You know what I'm saying? Your name is strong and for what you do. My shit is strong for what I do. You know what I'm saying? Neither of us need each other, but when we come together, we're more powerful. We know that.
I'm in
We know
agreement
the
with
Ghetto
that, Willie.
Boys. We know that the Ghetto Boys brand is more powerful. No, neither one of us, no matter how much success we've attained all these years, neither one of us
This
is
was
bigger
a
than the
brand that
brand.
has to be
And
protected.
the
I
fact
did not go out on television and shit on this brand. Okay? I didn't shit on it. I represented it. And if you feel like it was supposed to be Ghetto Boys, then we'll address that.
But how can you not feel like it was supposed to be Ghetto Boys if you do a Ghetto Boys song on the on stage on the biggest platform in music? How can you not feel like it's a Ghetto Boys moment?
So now you reverse everything back to me. It's not that the Grammys didn't call you to do it. It's that they called me to do it. And I understand. I get it.
It's that we didn't do it. I don't give a fuck who they call. It's that we didn't do it together.
Okay.
It don't matter who they call, Brad.
Right.
If they call me, you go.
Whose side you on, bro? But from what you heard right now, what you think about that? As far as like, if they in a group and they call one person out the group, should he bring this homie? Hands down.
No. If they called you, I should have known.
Fact.
Well,
That's the point.
okay. Okay. So I take full responsibility.
You know, when I made that video, bro, I made the video because like I don't even feel comfortable like having this type of discussion with you to them because I know a lot of them don't give a fuck about you or me. They just talk shit. They got a few seconds to think about what they want to, what they think about what we're talking about, and that's it. And they gone, and they'll drop a bomb and they just turn their back and they don't give a fuck what happened after that. They don't care what happened with our relationship. They don't give a fuck about ghetto boys like that. They're not invested like that. So when a motherfucker say something like, well, you know, I didn't see it being such a big deal that he wasn't on stage or whatever, Scarface represented, whatever, that's because your motherfucking ass ain't put 33 years in the game. You know, you ain't set up in the motherfucking studio writing songs and thinking of, and stressing over shit and beefing and bumping heads with motherfuckers that's in your band. You ain't been on the road when the motherfucking bus broke down. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been in you didn't go to motherfucking New York for the first time and got booed and then have to come back and build yourself all the way back up and come back and sell out Madison Square Garden. You ain't have to do none of that. You ain't went through none of that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know the journey. You ain't part of the journey. You ain't got the blood, sweat, and the tears and the work in. So you don't have as much invested in this shit as I have in it. And other people who were not represented right in that Grammy situation. You know what they should have done for that moment? They should have not have done it because you cannot represent 50 years of hip hop in 14 minutes. That shit should have been on its own platform. Fuck the Grammys. The Grammys ain't big enough to hold hip hop. Hip hop is bigger than the Grammys. It's way bigger than the Grammys.
I'm going to agree with you on that.
They should not have done that shit.
I'm going to agree with you.
You know, if you're not going to do it right.
That hip hop in 14 minutes or 12 minutes or however long it was, like it needs way more time. But what I wouldn't do is be upset because you wasn't on it. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be upset. Is De La Soul upset at Paz?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
Okay. Well, is Wu-Tang Clan upset at Method Man?
I don't know. I haven't talked to him.
But don't be upset at me for going up there, Willie.
But this
be upset at the Grammys.
But this is us. This is us.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with Andre and Big Boy. I don't know what's going on with Paz and all these guys.
All you know is what's going on with us.
I know what's going on with us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
And then I just said I take full responsibility for going up there and representing this brand. All right? I did that. I did the fuck out of that. And I think that people love that song even more so now. You know what I mean?
Well, I think
they love it even more so now, Willie, because they seen it done again.
Well, maybe that's how you feel about it, and maybe that's what you heard people say. And I've heard both ways. I've heard people say, "Yeah, you represented and won," but I've also heard people feel like they were robbed. I heard many people say they felt robbed. I heard many people say, "I was looking at." In fact, my goddaughter watched the show with her mother, and her mother told me. She knew it was coming. Show was coming on. She didn't know what was going on, but she knew the show was coming on, so she was watching the show, and she said that she wanted to surprise her, and she said, "Oh, that's Scarface," and she got all excited and shit, and she was like, "Oh, is Uncle Will coming out? Is Uncle Will coming? Is he?" And she was just, no Uncle Will. See, so that might be cool with you and the people that you heard from, but there's other people out there who felt like that they were robbed from that experience. It's other people, your kids, I'm sure your kids were proud of you to see daddy on that stage like that, on a stage that big. I'm sure your kids were very proud of you, and they should be. But my kids were robbed of that opportunity to see their dad on that stage in a moment in time for a genre of music that he heavily contributed to. Now, I may not have built a motherfucking room.
Hold on, I gotta pause this for a second. Let me talk to them. Let me talk to the people, man. All right, let's see this. All right, y'all. Shout out Willie D. This is how I first found out about Willie D and the Ghetto Boys. Willie D used to be on Facebook Live every day. Willie D Lives. Then he went to YouTube. Willie D Lives. This is before they changed this. The same page that they on right now. They changed the name to Ghetto Boys Reloaded or whatever they changed the name to their podcast. But bro, he's been on here putting in content, talking the real shit. He used to talk shit like Black Power shit. He used to talk like fuck white people type shit. So that's how I found out about him. I didn't even really know who Scarface was for real, because I ain't too hip hop-ish. You know who Scarface, bro? Can you name a Scarface song? Which one? Name 5 songs. Name a Scarface song, bro. Can you just smile? Even though you're not to just smile. Oh, that's Ken Franklin. But yeah, man, I don't really know Scarface. I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, Scarface and Al Pacino. Okay. I'm starting to remember now. Regardless of that, the new generation, Willie D been making this lane, been etching out a path. Bro, don't be laying down on camera, bro. That looks sus. Look sus on camera right now, but I ain't gonna say nothing. You on camera. You on live, nigga. I ain't gonna say shit. So the fact that Scarface can't bring Willie with him, when Willie brought him with him on the podcast on the content tip, and now he leaving him behind, bro, that's scandalous. I don't care where y'all paint it. I don't care what happened. That shit is scandalous, bro. That's scandalous. That's scandalous, fucking Scarface.
And that motherfucker mansion, but I put some goddamn paint on the wall in the closet somewhere. I got a brick in that motherfucker somewhere.
Agreed.
That can't be denied. Because if you look at this fucking music that we did, you know, you wrote your verses, I wrote my verses, you wrote some for Bill, I wrote most for Bill.
No
so
doubt.
most of the shit that came out of Bill's mouth came out of my head first. So a motherfucker can't say they love Ghetto Boys without loving Willie D. That's disingenuous. You know, like, I deserve to be on that motherfucking stage, just like other people deserve to be on there. But like I said, I can't fight their battles. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak on my shit. Right. And I just felt like if it was me, if the shoe was on the other foot, I absolutely would have represented you also. I would have included you. First time I got a call, it would have been, yo, man, the Grammys wanted what you want to do. That's how I've always done. Anytime I've gotten a call.
Yeah, but I didn't get a call. I didn't get the call, Willie. I didn't get the Ghetto Boys call.
Okay.
All right.
But
and let me finish. They could have called me to do any one of my songs. All right.
So why you didn't do it?
Because that wasn't the way that they had it set up in the show. They had already been practicing this shit. I didn't know until I got to rehearsal what I was doing.
So what were they practicing? They was practicing mind playing tricks,
They was
right?
practicing all of that shit. All that shit ran on together.
But they did My Mind's Playing Tricks.
They did.
The fact that they did My Mind's Playing Tricks tells me they wanted Ghetto Boys. That's what it tells me. So maybe they wanted something else. I don't
Did you
know.
call them and ask them?
Like.
Did you call them and ask them?
I actually called the executive producer.
Oh, shit.
But
And what did he say?
But he ain't called me back. I actually called him several times, and I finally said, you know what? Let me just leave a message. Let me shoot him a text.
Okay.
And he never returned my call. You see? And I also called Quest.
What'd he say?
Well, let me back up. I didn't call Quest. I had somebody else put the calls into him.
Okay.
You know, he never called me back. You know, a few other people who was involved. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they ain't calling a lot of people back right now. I'm sure a whole lot of people is pissed, which and this is what I'm saying, man. Like, for a while, we had to deal with gatekeepers in hip hop. They did not want us to be involved in this thing called music. I remember a time when I would go to the clubs, and there was only one club in Houston that would play hip hop, and that was the Rhinestone Wrangler. Every other club prided itself on not playing hip hop. And I remember black people specifically would brag about how they, I don't rap, I don't listen to that. And they would be all snobby about listening to rap. I don't even listen to hip hop. I don't listen. They thought that was some type of badge of honor to not listen to hip hop, the music of the children, to not listen to it, to not respect it, to not know it. You know, they thought that was a badge of honor. I remember going to the Benz nightclub and pushing up on the DJ and telling the DJ, play this song. That song, Gangsta of Love, play the song. The DJ said, I can't play it. I'm going to lose my job. I remember telling that DJ, you want to lose your job or you want to lose your teeth? I did that for the culture. That's the type of shit I put work I put in.
What you do, Willie?
And dude did not play the record at that moment, but he said, come back and I'll play it. We came right back and stood over his ass. They had their people in there, and I had a whole bunch of people in there. And they was like, they put that goddamn song on. And only 2 people got on the floor. They danced Gangsta Love, 2 people. But that was a start. Now you can't go to a club in Houston without playing hip hop, without listening to hip hop. You can't go nowhere. And people take that shit for granted. They think like this shit just miraculously happened all by itself, like boom, poof, this shit is happening. No, I put real work in, bro. So I deserve to be on that motherfucking stage just as much as anybody. But again, like I say, we had the gatekeepers at one point, and now hip hop is old enough to where some of us are gatekeepers. And some of us who are gatekeepers now have decided that we are going to keep others who are in the culture outside of the culture. But as long as we're in, it's all good. Some of us are keeping our own people.
Hey, he's talking subliminal right now. He's talking directly to Scarface. Like some people, he just keeps saying some people, but bro, he's talking directly to Scarface. I don't care how you spin it. He's punching Scarface right there. Like some people are gatekeepers. They used to be the gatekeepers, but this shit is old enough to where we can gatekeep ourselves now. And you are a part of it. You a ringleader in this gatekeepish. God damn it. Scarface, come on, man. I had more, bro. I ain't know you like that, so I can't say I had more reach. I don't know, bro. But come on, Scarface. Do your boy like that, man. Really hurt. He about to cry. He's sad. He probably texted him, I'm sad.
Out of the culture, out of certain experiences because of whatever issues that they might have.
So,
and if you ain't gonna do this shit right, I'm talking to all you motherfuckers out there. All you motherfuckers producing hip hop, blogging, putting shit out. If you out there and you showing love and you doing it the right way, I salute you. I salute you like a motherfucker because I know how hard it is. But if you're trying to hustle the game, if you're trying to hustle hip hop, if you're throwing shit together and not showing the proper respect for the #1 genre of music in the game, period. Ain't nobody fucking with us, including country. We surpassed everybody. If you're not gonna give us our respect, don't fuck with us. Get your motherfucking ass gone.
Willie?
Don't fuck with us at all. Don't try to give us, don't throw together some 14-minute shit and put 50 years of hip hop in the side of 14 minutes and think we're supposed to be grateful.
Talk about it, Willie.
We're not supposed to be grateful, man.
Talk about it, Willie.
We're the #1 genre of music. We deserve more than that shit, bro. And it's not just disappointing. It's heartbreaking, bro. You know what I'm saying? The shit is heartbreaking because they don't respect us. And I feel like we don't respect ourselves enough to demand more. They would have never done that to rock and roll. Never done some shit like that for country music. They would have gave them motherfuckers a whole show by themselves. It would have never been 14 minutes of...
It would have been a fucking country special. 50 years of country. 100 years of country special.
80 years of country. 90 years of rock and roll. They would have never done no shit like that. They shitted on us because we don't demand more of ourselves. And we got to stand on something, man. But we got to have principles. We got to stand on those principles, man. We can't just say, oh, well. You know what I'm saying? It's people that have fucking built this shit for real. And some of us that have built it, I'm fortunate enough to be doing good. Hold on. I'm fortunate enough to be doing well financially for myself. But there are others who are not doing so well, who built this shit, and we shit on them, and we try to call them bummy. We try to say that they ain't got no money. Oh, they fucked it up. They fucked the bag up and all this shit. Instead of being appreciative and saying, you know what can we do to help out?
help them.
You know, what can
The
we
ones
do?
that paved the way.
We,
Yeah,
we
I
you know,
agree.
we gotta do better. You know.
Yeah. But Willie, in my opinion, that that segment of that show was big, man. It was huge. And regardless of how you feel about it, man, it just let the those 12 million or however many viewers see hip hop, you know, that
What? Bro, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Is this, bro, I'm convinced that this nigga is trolling right now. This nigga is trolling. You see, this nigga is hurting. This nigga is mad that you did this shit. And you say, Willie, that segment was big though. You missed out on the big segment. Nigga. Bro, is he trying to rub this shit in his face? You hear this shit? You don't, bro. I need some podcast people. Hey, y'all, if y'all in Kansas City, Missouri area, you try to get on the podcast, man, call me. God damn, this fact small. God damn. Call me, bro. Y'all trying to get on the podcast, call me, man. Back to Willie D and Fake Face.
of what you thought was a fad turned into the biggest genre of music ever.
They already know that, Brad.
Okay, but they thought that that segment of that show was big, man. It was
This
huge.
nigga is trolling.
And regardless of how you feel about it, man, it just let the those 12 million or however many viewers see hip hop, you know, that what you thought was a fad turned into the biggest genre of music ever.
They already know that, Brad.
Okay, but they
They
thought it
already
was,
know
but
that.
they thought that was a fad.
I got what they
But
thought.
now it's in your face. You know, 50 years of this shit, and it's 50 more to go. I agree with you. You know, you should have been there. I should have called you, but I shouldn't have opted out not to do it if you didn't come. You see what I'm saying? Like
Who said he wasn't gonna
to
come?
do my mind playing tricks on the Grammys catapulted us to a whole nother level, bro.
I think
I know the face value of it to be seen on the motherfucker is one thing, but the song, as historical as that song is, man, it's here. It's still here.
He's one of them shiesty
And
niggas that when they wrong, they still
I don't know,
try to
Willie.
say
You would have
something.
probably got up on that motherfucker and did the same thing you did at the baseball park, man, and went too motherfucking long.
No,
What?
no.
I'm fucking with you, man.
It's a
Damn.
whole different when you got directions, bro. The right directions, but and the right instructions.
Yeah.
But
Bro, I
but
don't like
I
niggas like that,
will
bro.
say, bro, that there is no way possible. It's nobody who can convince me that that was the right move because, like I say, the moment was too big. The moment was too big. It's like somebody. It's like somebody doing something where they're recognizing the record labels of hip hop, the greatest labels and shit, and Jay not being invited. You know what I'm saying? Or Master P not being invited, which by the way, I didn't see Master P on that stage either. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't know people's personal issues about business, but I know ain't no way Master P should not have been on that stage. There's no way possible.
Mo D.
With
Cool Mo D.
with what he contributed, what he brought to the
Nigga don't
table.
start naming
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
names.
Yeah, Mo D, you know what I'm saying? You know, shit, Houdini, you know, like we could go on and on and on. There's so
For
many
sure.
people, but this is why they should not have half-ass did it. You know,
EPMD.
like show us give us our real respect. JJ Fad, you know what I'm saying? Like give us the real respect. I know Q probably didn't he probably turned it down because I'm sure they called Q.
Yeah.
But in any event, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm just saying that the respect was not there. And it's indicative of how often that we allow motherfuckers to just, steamroll us, man, and put us in this little box, just be lucky. Just be grateful that you got that. Just be happy that you got 14 minutes. We're beyond that. If they had given hip hop 14 minutes 20 years ago, 25 years ago, okay, it's understandable because they didn't, we knew this thing. 25 years ago, fine. But dude, we're 50 years deep and we're the best at what we're the best. Well, let me put it like this because being the best is subjective. But we are number one. We are the number one genre of music. Mm-hmm. We sell the most. We're killing everybody. Ain't nobody fucking with hip hop. You can say what you want to say about it, but hip hop is number one. Go to any club, anywhere in the world, and you're going to hear some hip hop. So it needs to be respected, and we need to demand more of ourselves, and we should not hustle the brand. We should not hustle the brand of hip hop, the brand of hip hop. We should not hustle that. No, we should not allow people to hustle it, not even the people that are inside. It's almost like those black gatekeepers who ran the Grammys, who produced the Grammys, who was a part of those decision making. To me, it's akin to having a black mayor or a black chief of police, and black people are still catching the blues in their city. We got a black chief. We got symbolism. But what we don't have is we don't have a fair shake. We don't have a level playing field. We're still not getting our justice. But even though we have a black chief of police, look at what happens in Memphis. You got a black chief of police. You got all these black officers, and not one of them had the presence of mind to show some humanity, to show some empathy for this man. Not one.
Not one.
It's fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. So we talk about how, we should be on the inside and we need to have our own shit. And when we get an opportunity like that, we don't look out for each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's my issue, bro. That's my issue. And can't nobody tell me that was the right move. And people got their own opinions and all that shit. But like I say, they didn't do this shit. They ain't put 33 years in like I did. I'm on 34 right now. So they didn't put that 30. You on 34. They didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? We did that, and we should share in the glory. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna be there for the agony, if we're gonna be there for the miscues and the trauma and the drama, we should be there for the triumphs. You know what I'm saying? And the accolades as a group, not as a member. And like I say, you don't need, I'm going to reiterate that, you don't need ghetto boys. I don't need ghetto boys. But if we're going to do ghetto boys, let's do ghetto boys. And that's why I want to say, I want to make sure that all these motherfuckers out here know that. Don't be trying to hustle our brand and you ain't including me and Brad. Don't try to hustle our motherfucking brand because I ain't going for it. I ain't letting the shit slide. I'm going to speak on the shit. I don't like this whole podcast. That's the piece that I don't like about this podcast shit is that, this thing was done in a way where I had no choice but to speak on this. This is typically something that we would discuss in private because we've had our grinds to, gripes and shit in the past, but we've always addressed our shit personally. This really ain't no shit they need to be hearing.
That's true.
But since it was addressed in a public forum, then I had to, it was the transgression, in my opinion, was done publicly. Then, the rebuttal had to be done publicly. It had to be addressed publicly. So, that's where I'm at with it, bro.
Well, and Willie, I understand that, but you just understand that it wasn't my call to make.
It was.
Bitch ass nigga.
At the end of the day, like I said, you could have said, I'm not fucking with it. At the end of the day, no matter what they say, at the end of the day, you could have said, I'm not fucking with it. If I'm not taking this dude that I sit here and do that Ghetto Boys podcast with every motherfucking
you got a point,
week,
Willie, but
I'm not going to do it. And here's another thing, Brad. We are for renewal on this podcast.
He calling him Brad.
We doing this podcast together. It's ghetto.
He stopped calling him Scarface. He started calling this nigga Brad. He babe Willie D is telling this little nigga, you not like that. I don't care what you rap about. You not like that. Your name is Brad, nigga. Your name is Brad. You went to public school, nigga. You went to fucking, you lived in fucking suburbia, suburban housing, nigga. Your name is Brad. Y'all gotta understand what he doing. He wanna fight this nigga right now, bro. I got my money on Willie D. He'll beat that nigga ass.
Boys podcast. Wouldn't it have made more sense? Wouldn't it would have been what greater selling point than to go get the bag than for them to see Ghetto Boys on that biggest stage together? The dudes that do this podcast together, that host this podcast together. What greater argument we could have had to get the bag than to be on that motherfucking stage together and call a motherfucker the next day and say, yeah, you saw what we was doing? Yeah, you like that shit? All right, drop that bag.
Willie.
There ain't a better selling point.
It's a hell of a selling point, but it's still a selling point, though.
It ain't as strong, bro. It's just not as strong.
Well, I mean, we agree to disagree.
Oh, I
think that it's just as strong.
I would have fought him, bro. We
I
gotta
think
fight
it's just as
that.
fucking strong because it was represented very well.
If it's just as strong, why do we do this podcast together? Why aren't you doing this podcast by yourself? Why aren't I doing this podcast by myself?
Well,
because we're stronger together. That's why.
Exactly, but
that's why. And it's the same thing on that stage. I don't give a fuck how many hits you got. I don't care how great these niggas think you are or how great you are. When you fuck with that Ghetto Boy shit, it's a different level. It's a different motherfucking level, and can't nobody tell me different. I seen it with my own eyes for 33 years. It's a different level, and you know it. So that cannot be denied. The reason why we do this motherfucker together is called Ghetto Boys Reloaded, because we're stronger together. You can do this motherfucker by yourself, and it'll get numbers. I can do it by myself. It'll get numbers. But together,
strong.
The motherfucking, it's unstoppable.
Exactly. And I agree with that too. But the brand was still represented.
When somebody say
well.
But, usually everything that comes after that is a
bullshit. No.
Yeah.
The brand is still represented well, Willie. Trust me. Ask him.
Right.
Don't take my word for it. Ask the public. You know, yeah, it would have been stronger with you there, but it was still represented very well, bro. I didn't miss Q. I didn't miss no words. It was still there.
All I can say
is, man, I sure hate you feel like that, because that was a big ass moment. All right, but the next time they do it and they call you and they don't call me, man, okay.
Oh
they got to call somebody first. That ain't the point. It ain't who they call. It's what happens after they make the call. Do you call me and say they mentioned Ghetto Boys, they want Ghetto Boys? Do I call you and say they want Ghetto Boys? I will. That's a fact.
They did
I never got a call. I never got a call for Ghetto Boys and not called you.
I never got a call for Ghetto Boys and not called you.
I'll take your word for it. I don't believe you, but I.
You think I got a call for Ghetto Boys?
You goddamn right. I think you got a call for Ghetto Boys before. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Damn, Willie. You think I got a call for Ghetto Boys?
Come on, man. Listen, bro. Come on, listen.
Nah, man. I'm gonna stop you right there, my nigga. Cause I ain't never got no motherfucking call from no Ghetto Boys and not called you ever, and I never will.
Why
As
you
a matter
do
of
Ghetto
fact,
Boy song then?
We don't even have the same people controlling our shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, I got a totally different manager than you, so I'm probably not gonna never get no call, no way, for Ghetto Boys.
Okay,
but if somebody call me directly and say they want the Ghetto Boys, most definitely gonna call you.
Okay, so let me break it down. So over the years, as we put out these albums, every time we put out a Ghetto Boys album, you put out a Scarface album right behind it. It's easy to look up. I see the frown, but there's a Scarface album that comes out right after a Ghetto Boy album every time.
Who did that? Me?
Brad Jordan, yeah.
I put out an album
Look it
behind
up.
Ghetto Boys.
Look it up. Yeah. You put out an album after Ghetto Boys every time. So when we go out on the road, we out there doing 5, 6 shows or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then, the promotion stops. We stop promoting, we stop doing shows. You take your break, you drop your album, and then you go out and do all the shows. So you saying that a motherfucker ain't never called you and said, yo, man, what about Ghetto Boys?
No.
And you just say, nah, I ain't doing Ghetto Boys, I'm doing my own shit.
No. They ain't never called me and said Ghetto Boys.
I don't believe you.
Okay. Well, then talk to Chief, talk to Dub. That's who was managing me back when we were doing those
I'm sure
albums.
gonna call him.
You better.
I'm definitely
And
calling him.
if I ever dropped the album behind Ghetto Boys, I dropped it on Rap A Lot. All right? Remember that. Don't you ever forget that.
Oh, I can't forget it.
I would never do nothing to try to sabotage your shit, Willie. Ever. It doesn't benefit me to sabotage you, man.
Didn't say sabotage. You just used
What I look
my
like trying to
clout, man.
sabotage you, man?
You using Ghetto Boy clout for your album.
You look like Brad Jordan to me.
Cannibalize your project, man.
You look like Brad Jordan to me.
To cannibalize
It look like
your
some
project?
shit Brad Jordan might do, because I know Brad Jordan a motherfucking sneaky ass nigga, and I know Brad Jordan will do some sneaky shit if he have to. I know that.
Well,
I know Brad Jordan do a lot of thinking.
Well, that
I know
right
he
there,
do be thinking
well,
shit.
that right there, you'll never have to worry about me doing to you. All right? That part. Oh, yeah, I'm a deep-ass thinker, but I would never cannibalize your projects. Ever. As a matter of fact, man,
Mario,
Salute.
you got a lie detector test in here, man. You got some shit. Come hook this dude up, bro.
Let me hook both of y'all real quick.
Come hook this dude up.
if anything, Willie will do some shit like that.
Oh, man, one thing about it, man, bro, I'm gonna call a strike and a ball a ball. And,
Yeah, baby.
And I've always, I think I've actually put the brand before myself too many times. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been selfish enough, actually. I put the Ghetto Boys brand before my brand many times. When we've done records and shit, and it's time to do it, I could be working on some solo shit, and we get ready to do a Ghetto Boy album. Whatever I got is going to the Ghetto Boys. It's just, immediately, it's because I'm always like, okay, best foot forward, whatever I got, and like I said, bro, you done well for yourself, bro. I'm not that dude, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's the principle, so it's not about being no fucking hater or being no jealous, because when you win, to me, it's like a win for me. It's just like, I got so many homies that are really good at what they do, that are really, really brilliant dudes and really paid dudes, well respected and shit. And I move around with these guys. When we go in certain spaces, it's their time. It's their shit. I'm a fly on the wall, and I'm happy to see my dude get it all. It's like, I like it. It's like, yeah, nigga, I like that shit. I be smiling and shit look, my boy. And they be all over my boy, you know what I'm saying? Just all over him. Even when I've been with you sometimes, we've been places and motherfuckers be all over you. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. That's my homie, I've even been with Reggie, you know what I'm saying? Me and Reggie go in the boxing world, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people in hip-hop may not know Reggie Johnson, but Reggie Johnson is a 2-time motherfucking champion. So when Reggie Johnson go into the boxing world, when we go to boxing matches, man, them people be all over Reggie, man. I'm talking about all over him. Yo, Reggie Johnson, Reggie, get autograph, get a picture, get autograph, get a picture. Yeah, man, shine, goddammit, that's the homie, So I love to see mine, I love to see people I fuck with get it, man. If I fuck with you, I'm stuck with you. So it ain't never gonna be no hate for me, if I see something, if I see a hole in your arm, I'm gonna tell you, hey, man, patch that up. If I see something that can benefit you, I'm gonna tell you yo, man, you ought to do it like this. Man, you ought to do it like that. Obviously it's your call at the end of the day, but at least if I see something, I'm not gonna sit back and hold my nuts on you. I'm gonna speak on it and say, yo, man, what about this? You thought about doing it like this? Or whoa. So I absolutely, I tell people all the time, Brad, he did his thing, you know what I'm saying? He had a great fucking solo career, But I know when it come to this Ghetto Boy shit, shit, we right here. You know what I'm saying? You got me. Solo album? Hell yeah, you got it. I ain't gonna trip. I can't front. But on this Ghetto Boy shit, we right here, bro. Go back and listen to that motherfucking music and we right here. You know what I'm saying? We complement each other well. Like, we get on that motherfucker together. We come in the studio just like when we go in the studio. We come in here. The chemistry. Like that.
Bingo. Yeah.
Chemistry. I don't give a fuck if we ain't seen each other in 2-3 years. Or that don't happen. But, you know, if it's been a long time before we actually work together. If it's been a long time that we work together, it's like that. The chemistry. Click in just like that. Boom. And, you know, shit, you bring the best out of me, I bring the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that right there is never gonna be questioned, bro. Like, I like to see when you're doing your thing. I like to see you win. So it ain't that, but it's just my issue is when it's Ghetto Boys, it need to be Ghetto Boys. If you had done your thing with your record, I would have had no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? If it would have been just you on that stage and you doing your thing, I would have had no problem. I wouldn't even ask to be a part of it. I would have just been like, oh, that's how they doing it? Because you deserve that. If they wanted Scarface and not Ghetto Boys, you deserve that. You know what I'm saying? You carved out enough. You've done enough to be a part of a 50-year tribute. You know what I'm saying? You've done enough.
Right.
You know? But if it's going to be Ghetto Boys, it need to be Ghetto Boys. And it ain't Scarface. It's Willie D and Scarface. And I know some motherfuckers got in their feelings, because I didn't say Willie D, Scarface, and Bushwick Bill, but Bushwick Bill is dead. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I spoke the way I spoke.
Your man's
I mean, how do you feel about that?
My bad.
So,
My bad.
do you remember when you left the group?
Yeah.
Okay. The Ghetto Boys was Scarface, Bushwick, and Big Mike.
Right.
All right?
Right.
And you weren't in the group no more.
Right.
So a motherfucker couldn't put you in the group.
Right.
Okay. When you came back to the group, it was Scarface, Willie D, Bushwick Bill, right?
Right.
Okay. So, and it stayed like that until Bill passed.
Yeah. And then then you forget that was the one album we did together, and it was Ghetto Boys with Scarface and Willie D.
True that.
The Good, the Bad, and Ugly album.
Oh shit, Willie, I
See?
did
So
forget
we
that
have
shit.
visited this
So
before. We've been here before.
So time out. Is that the last album we did together?
No. That was the one that was the one prior to the last album. But the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was what, 98? I think. 98?
I can't remember nothing.
Yeah,
I don't
I
even
think-
remember those albums, bro. What I'm saying is this: when you, I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, all I'm saying is this: is when you're no longer in the group no more. You know what? Ghetto Boys is Scarface, Willie D. Period. At this point, when you speak of Bushwick Bill, you speak in the former Ghetto Boy, Bushwick Bill. So let's be clear. Like, Bill is deceased, rest in peace, but he is no longer in this group. So you have merit saying that, you know, Ghetto Boys, Willie D, Scarface. You can say that. Yeah, you can say that.
I think
Why they talking
you know, a lot of
circles?
motherfuckers just get in their feels and they don't really understand, you know,
Well-
how it goes, and that's fine, you know, but it is what it is, bro. You know, it is what
It is, man. And like I say, man, the next time I have the opportunity to perform my mind playing tricks on me, dog, and if you not in the building, I ain't gonna do the song, man.
No, it ain't that.
I'm talking about even at my own concerts.
Yeah, right. You just talking shit. But again, I ain't tripping. You know?
No, Willie, bruh, I love you like a big brother, man. And we gonna always have this relationship, man. We gonna always agree to disagree. You said that I was fucked up for doing it. I said I think it brought the brand back into the forefront where people can see it, and that's where I am with it. I mean, it's not a fight with us. We gonna always be family. But I know how you feel about it now. So if anything ever come up where it's got to be us, if they want to hear mind playing tricks, they got to hear it with me and you. All right, and then we'll let the crowd sing Bill's part. So I take full responsibility for getting on that motherfucking stage and representing this brand very well. But they did call for face. All right?
He's still on this
That-
bullshit.
That right there,
I will
I
fight
give you that.
him.
I take that. but I represented that motherfucking brand well, and I always
Bro, you gotta
have,
fight
and I
on after
always
that.
will.
I disagree.
Oh,
Fight on after
bullshit,
that.
Willie.
I disagree.
That's bullshit,
I
Willie.
think to represent the brand well would have been say, you know what, they called for me, and they wanted me to do a Ghetto Boy song, and I told them fuck that. I said fuck that. I'm not doing it without Willie D. Pick another song. If you want to do it that bad, I'd say pick another song. But I'm not doing it without Willie D. That's what I think would have been honorable.
That would have been honorable too.
No, it ain't no two. It's just
Okay,
honorable.
well, that would have been
period.
honorable.
Yeah.
3. Willie,
All right.
hey man, you got your opinion, I got mine, bro.
Oh, man.
And there is no right opinion or wrong opinion, in my opinion.
Bro, they
All
gotta
right.
fight. Bro, these, bro, these niggas gotta fight. Bro, they gotta fight. Ain't no way around it, bro. Hey, get up, bro. Give your opinion, bro. This gonna be on YouTube, bro. I might get 1,000 views. Gonna see your ass laying down. Shit is crazy, bro. Oh man, bro. Damn. I'm tired of hearing that nigga talking circles, though. Ain't gonna lie, bro. What's your analysis on it, bro? Give you a little 2 cents. You ain't got nothing to offer. You just watch the video with me, bro. Oh man. What do you think? Who do you think is in the right or wrong, my nigga? I've been giving my opinion. Bro. I'm asking for your opinion, bro. What do you think? Who do you think in the right and who do you think is wrong? Is it who you think Willie D in the wrong, bro? You think Willie D shouldn't be mad at this nigga going out there and performing this song? Is that what you think?
I don't think that. You already say, man. I don't think that.
What do you want to talk about, bro? You don't talk about shit. Yo, what do you want to talk about, bro? Talk about get up. Get up. Stand up. You on camera right now. They see you. People see you laying down on camera. Real niggas don't lay down, bro. I gotta put my chair here, bro. Fuck that, bro. You gotta get up, bro. You gotta get up.
Get that chair. I'm not getting up.
You gotta get the fuck up, bro.
No.
Shit, bro. You
Lay back.
all right, bro. So Willie D. Leave that man. Leave him, bro. Bro, you can't be in camera laying down like this, bro. Get the fuck up, bro. Get off. Bro, the microphone right there. Talk, bro. You fucking up the podcast. See, you don't do shit else. You could be on camera on a podcast. Why not, Willie D? Why not, Scarface? Bro, just get up and talk. What do you think about this shit? We just watched 30, 40 minutes of this shit. He ain't wrong. Yes, the fuck. How is he not wrong? Oh, yeah. So Scarface is in the wrong, bro. Plain and simple, y'all. Scarface in the wrong, man. Hey, if you're watching this video, bro, hit the like button, hit the share button, bro. Let me know what y'all think, bro. I just can't see how he just nonchalantly said, let's just agree to disagree. Like, nigga, like, bro, Scarface or Willie D, get your own podcast. Fuck that nigga. If you fall down and fall, fuck it. But he ain't on your side, bro. That's all I got on that. All right.
I agree with you.
So, something else I wanted to talk about. I watched this video of Charleston. He basically saying, hey, bro, we got 4 views. Better get up, bro. People watching, bro. People, you just sitting there laying down on camera. You could be fucking talking, making content. So look, bro, Charleston goes off on mob ties. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show the. He had the real sticks out. He had a fucking banana clip as long as my fucking arm. He had fucking banana clip. Like, bro, Charleston's ready for war, bro. I don't know what's about to happen, but he said they blocked Charleston.